Well, this is Eucep again. Been watching yesterday quite a few of YouTube movies which I missed out on. Was a bit lagging behind. But in the end, I saw a few which actually piqued my interest, and that would be Kal-El and ilovemess, their reviews of Cybertron Starscream. So I decided I'm going to review him as well. But I'm going to review the one they missed out on. The Legends version. I'm quite fond of the Legends class so far. This was from the first of the Legends that were made, were of the Cybertron line as far as I know. They're in principle between Micromaster and Scout class, and they fill in quite a nice niche. Overall, the quality of these first toys is quite good. I don't have many because, like usual, most of it doesn't come out here. But frankly put, I really like them. Yeah, they suffer a bit more from hollowness in the back, but overall their posability and everything is quite good. Detail work is quite good. I think the head is quite spot on, for example with this one, and he looks quite good. The only complaint which I could have for this mold is the gun. I'd have wished at least there was an option to put in a second sword like this one, because I like the dual swords more than one sword, one cannon. But it works. Overall, yeah, I like this guy. Posability isn't the greatest, but then again his Voyager and Supreme class both suffer in posability. He has a ball jointed shoulder, which allows rotation and some up and down movement. His elbow can only fold back, so well, he can punch you in the face when you chase him. Doesn't really work. His hips are both ball joints, but he can't fully raise up his leg, but he can do uppercutter kick. Ball joints in the knees as well, so you can quite freely pose him. It's also due to his transformation, of course. Overall, yeah, robot mode is fair. I think it doesn't do under for his larger counterparts. Of course, I'd love to have his Supreme class as well, but when that one was out, it was one of the few which actually showed up here, but it was just way out of my budget back then. If he were out now, I'd buy him immediately, but sadly that isn't the case now. So let's get into his vehicle mode. First of all, you take this whole part and rotate it around. Fold up his arms, and yeah, pretty much everything is identical for the rest, like his Voyager and Supreme class. Doesn't lock in as well probably, but he can be forgiven for that. Oh. And yeah, things can pop off easily. But and here we have him in his vehicle mode, resembling the War Within version for the Tri-Fighters or the Seekers, whatever name one wants to use for them. Yeah, there are some cutoff problems, like here at the nose, and this isn't as long, but it doesn't also fold in or anything. But still, I think it's quite nice. Quite like the design. You can still fold out the gun and the sword. At least in this mode the gun makes somewhat sense. So yeah, a spare set of gun and blade. If I could get a second one of this guy, because there was only one left in the store back, otherwise I'd have gotten a second one. I do have a second one which I want to compare him with, but it's a more special one. It's not the same coloring, because it's the exclusive Skywarp. Yeah, this is pretty much the only exclusive which I actually have. It's pretty much nearly identical in paint job, with the exception of no Decepticon symbol on his chest, or anywhere else actually for that matter, which I find curious. So he's kinda a Skywarp without allegiance. His transformation is identical, but yeah, as I said, he also has the gun and sword, but they are purple, so I can't swap it out with Starscream, sadly, even if I'd like to. So let's quickly get him to vehicle mode for comparison. Come on. And here you have him side by side with Starscream. This guy is an excellent army builder, in my opinion. Pretty much like animated activator Starscream and these recolors. They're awesome for army building. So yeah, I'd like to get a few more of these, but for now these two will do. I personally like Skywarp in his coloration more than the Starscream one, but I'm glad to have both. Anyway, this was Eucep. I'm going on with making my next video.